everyone, this is Angela with Holt Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to make a wood box look like cracked porcelain. I have a really beautiful idea of how I'm going to do this, and the video is going to be speeded up through the process, but I will stop and put in pertinent information if anything I need to say will most definitely either be in the title here or, you know, commentary or whatever, like I do my other videos. But mainly this part of the video is going to be a lot of painting and drying, painting and drying, painting and drying, and applying a crackle medium and everything else. So just sit back and enjoy the process. Okay, I went ahead and I put I changed my mind on the 2 coats of getting ready for the crackle, because I wanted to do one more step before that. So I went ahead and I painted the box in this Liquitex acrylic color titanium white, and I did that, which you can see I've done the outsides. I am going to do the inside, but I'm going to transfer or deco transfer using a rub-on by Prima. This is Prima. This is by Iron Orchard Designs. This is their French Pots number 3, and I'm going to be applying this one here. So it comes in like this, and then you have to cut it, and then you're going to slowly peel back. Slowly peel this back, and then you're going to be very meticulous in trying to get it just perfect. You don't want it to before I lay this down. That looks pretty even to me. Now I'm going to press it down. Just press it down. There we go. And then you're going to take the tool provided in the kit, and you're going to slowly rub this on. Now that I have my rub-on on, as you can see, it's simply beautiful. Now I'm going to do the 2-part process with the Deco Mache. You put 2 coats of the base coat, and then you're going to put 2 coats of the crackle top coat. So you got to put 2 coats on, put 1 coat on, let it dry, put another coat on, and then you'll get into your crackle, do the same thing, and then let it dry for about 4 hours till you start seeing the crackle develop. So so we'll get done and start that process. box is dry, as you can see, and you can see the crackled look to it. So what I'm going to be doing is, in the next steps, that'll be speeded up, is I'm going to be sanding the edges to make some edges smooth, and if there are any like risen piece where I had put really heavy an application, I kind of want to sand it down to make it smooth or whatever. And then I'm going along the edges and doing the same thing. As right here you see I was really heavy, so I'm just using an emery board, just kind of smooth it out, you know, like that. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm going to be applying the rose gold wax from Prima, and you'll see those steps complete. All I'm going to do is put it on there and then take my towel and rub it off. Put it on there and rub it off. It's a really simple technique. So let's get started. Okay, let's talk about what I've done to the box so far. As you see, you have seen the crackle effect. Turned out beautiful. You saw me where I put on the metallic wax and the rose gold. I put it on and then I used a damp cloth to rub it off because I really wanted it to get into the cracks and the creases of that. Now what I'm doing is that I have put the same crackling technique onto some paper cut out from the Rose collection of Prima Marketing, and I'm just kind of conditioning the paper and bending it a little bit, and I'm fixing to hot glue it into place. Yes, I use hot glue for this particular application. There we go. And then you're just going to put them where you want them to be. Press them in like that. Now here on the sides, I've already cut through the pieces here. And if you cut through some of the pieces and they're still kind of hanging over, you can trim them down. As you see right here, I need to trim a couple of these like that. And some of it I might take off, some of it I don't know. Just as you go on, you'll see what you want to do. Yeah, this one here, I definitely want to take off. And I'm going to show you how to take it off because I don't like it. I use Undo, which is a remover, and it removes hot glue. So this is glued on with hot glue. So all you have to do, see, is get it right underneath there, and it pops right off like that. Boom. No damage to the box, no damage whatsoever, actually, to the piece itself. So that's why I like my Undo. Oh, can y'all see what I'm doing here? It's like, holy moly, you can't see it. Okay, we're going to bring it on through here. A little bit more. Really get into those cracks and crevices. Okay, take the same wet cloth. There you go. And see, you can see the crackle in there like you do this piece. Alright, so now I'm ready to cut this one. Take your X-Acto knife. Be very careful when you do this. Just follow. There. And we have a release. Now while that's doing that, I'm going to get some more of the wax. And get my wet cloth. Get some more water. Let's see how that does. I just love it. Love it. Same here, the glue is dry. So very carefully get into the crevice of the box. Make sure you have a nice sharp blade on your X-Acto knife. If you're not sure, make a couple of passes. There you go. Then here, I'm just going to pick off any little baby pieces that, you know, really don't. Like that. Make sure my edges are down. we go. We can trim this off right here. Like that. Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is the wax again. I need to get some more rose gold wax. Just really get into those crevices of that. And again, the water. Look at that. See the detail in that? Can you see? Okay, I want to make a divider section in the bottom of the box. And what I've done is I measured and I covered this one of the pieces, and I'm going to show you how I made it to where it had a soft over edge like that, so it fits nicely in here. And of course you're going to glue everything, but it fits really nice in there like that. And then it has that smooth edge, and you don't see any of the raw edges of the chipboard or anything. So how you do that is you just choose your paper, which I am still using the Rose Quartz collection. Okay, you're just going to butt it up against there like that. Give it a firm press. And what you can do, since you pretty much know you're going to do 3 or 4 more, you can go ahead and just cut and then you're just going to flip it like that. Make sure you flip it tight. Okay, and then you're going to put glue on this side. Like so. Press really firmly. Okay, and then you're going to just snip away. And if you have any extra paper or you didn't get quite to that edge, you can trim it off really nicely. As I've done there. So now, what I do with the piece I have? No, there we go. So now I have 2 pieces that fit really nice. Now, this is the fun part. You can choose to cut this piece in half and go this way and make a larger compartment or 4 compartments. I don't know. I might play around with it, but I'm going to cover one more piece and see what I can do, and then I'll come back to assemble the sections inside the box. Okay, ladies, I have decided to do a little bit of change on the top of the box. I added a beautiful crown piece that I had that was given to me by Ruby. And this is one of Prima's or Frank Garcia's knobs or handles that he uses in his stuff. So um, you saw me how I papered all of this, and then how I put this little spacers in here for compartments. And I pulled out some very, very vintage music note paper, and I've also cut out, fussy cutted some more roses. I want to add a little bit of music note here and there, you know, and I want to add some more roses and stuff. And I'm simply going to decoupage them on using the base coat of the Deco Mache Antique Crackle step 1, and then of course I am going to crackle it, let it dry, and then do my rose gold on there. And in the meantime of that, I'm going to try to find some feet that I can put under here, because I'm about out of stuff like that because I've used it so much. But I'm going to try to find something. But if I don't, it'll just be a footless box. It'll just be a cute little box to have. And so just sit back, enjoy, and you'll see me starting to decoupage. Okay, now that it is dry and these areas are crackled and everything, I am going to use the rose gold rub again. And I'm just going to lightly put it on there. Make sure you get into those crevices and everything. And then you're going to take a damp rag, and you're just going to rub it right off. But it's all sealed in like that. I wonder if I could get in a little bit closer. Oh yeah. Okay, so just repeat this process. We're going to do it over here. I'm going to do some over here. Like that. And again, take it down off. And just lightly brush it away like that. And then here on the sides where you have the music note. Well, a piece of it wax come floating off. There we go. We'll do the front here. You can see there. A little more dampness. You can see the crackle in there like that. See the way it crackled and got into the crevices. When you see this, if you're the lucky person that purchases this box, you will see all the details in there. It's really nice. So, oh, wrong rag. I might have to order me another thing of rose gold because I'll be using it a lot. There we go. I didn't put anything on the back. And then in here, I cleaned up all of the edges and sanded it down. Looks very rustic. And then the outside is extremely rustic. And then what I want to do now is I want to do a little bit of white dry brushing. And I'm going to show you what that is. This is acrylic paint, just a white one. And you're just going to pull some. You're not going to load the brush really a lot. You really want this dry. And then just a little bit of dry brushing. Like, just go opposite of what you're doing. And what this does, this just gives it a different, just a little bit of a, it really brings out some of the textures that you've created in here. If you feel you have too much, just take a rag and dab it off. Like right here. What this does is just gives it, I don't know, it just adds a little more character to the piece. Like that, and then do the edges like that. Do the edges like that. Bring them in like that. I hope y'all can see this. So you do the edges like that. Then you bring them in like this. You want to play with them. Now you can seal this entire box with a glossy sealant if you want. Or a matte sealant like Mod Podge, matte Mod Podge. But I'm going to leave it the way it is. See, that just, that really made it look different. I wish y'all could see it better, but I will have photos. And I was thinking about, you know, making this a little more girly. Not that it already isn't girly. Like putting a cluster. Now this is just some pearls from a grab bag of pearls. You know, just put a few. You know, glue them down, of course. Like put a pearl cluster here in the top, and then do the same down here. Take out the colored one. Just put one big one. You know, just play around and do that. So, if you have any questions about how I done any of the techniques or anything, you'll see the pictures with those pearls glued on. Let me know. I'm all back out here. And as you can see, just putting a little cluster of pearls in the on the corner right there. It just adds something to it. It really, really does. It's really beautiful and shabby chic. And I'll probably put some in the center. I mean, in the box itself. But right now, I just want to play around with these pearls and give it a, you know, isn't that pretty? Just a taste. Look, got a gold pearl to bring out the gold in the piece as well. So look for detailed photos at the end of this video. Please like and share and subscribe to all of everything it's on my social media so you will not miss a single moment of my crafty stuff. Remember Friday the 18th, which is tomorrow, me and Ruby are going to be doing a card class together, and it's going to be like an innovative, like cards that move and interact with you and different things. So we're figuring out what to do there and stuff, but we would really enjoy you all to be there. I'll put a link in the description box down below for that as well. But let me know if you have any questions or anything of that nature, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I really want y'all to take these concepts and just have fun. Absolutely have fun. You know, because see, right now I'm just playing around with pearls. So, just have fun, and I'm going to glue all these down, and then we're going to take some photos and then show you the finished piece. So, again, thank you all so much. Love you, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.